Our United Way Spotlight of the Week is on Tampon Tuesday, and I'm joined by Krista Wells-Pierce. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Doing great, doing great. So tell me about Tampon Tuesday.
Tampon Tuesday is it's an initiative that actually started, oh my goodness, I think it was late 2000, 2009 or 10 in Ontario and London. And it's an initiative focused on donations, either actually in product or financially, for individuals who require menstrual hygiene support. We started it in Kingston 2 years ago, so this is our third year doing it. And it's really focused on trying to alleviate a bit of the financial burden associated with needing to purchase menstrual hygiene products. So for folks who are already trying to stretch their dollars as far as possible, and especially these current times, having access to free products through a variety of agencies really makes a difference for those individuals.
So it affects 50% of the adult population. It's expensive. I don't know how much those things cost anymore, but yeah, I mean, this could really dip into the old budget.
Absolutely. It's actually one of the most requested, I'll speak of it as the group of all the menstrual hygiene products, one of the most requested items at food banks, but one of the least donated. I think when people think of the food bank, they think of non-perishable food donations, not diapers to support infant care, and certainly not menstrual hygiene products. That's one of the locations that folks who are clients of the food bank can certainly access hygiene products as well.
So it's not just tampons, it's any product.
It's all the products. It's tampons, pads, cups, liners, wipes, absolutely anything in that section of the pharmacy, the grocery store, that are required and certainly support the dignity of those people who require those products every month.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And sometimes older women past the years when they're menstruating, but now they have incontinence problems and they need them as well. So this doesn't stop at age, 52 to 55, somewhere in there. It goes beyond that in some people. So do you deal with that as well?
This really is just focusing on menstrual hygiene, Donna. Those types of products certainly can be donated to the food bank in the normal course of people providing general hygiene products like toothbrushes and toothpaste. You can also donate it to the food bank. But the month of March, the focus of the Tampon Tuesday campaign is really to support the need for menstrual hygiene products for the individuals who require them.
So if somebody wanted to make a donation, they wanted to go out and buy some of this stuff, how do they go about doing that?
Well, they can, there's a variety of means actually. The KFLNA United Way website has a focused page where you can make a financial donation, and the United Way team will purchase products on your behalf. There's also a link to an Amazon shopping list where you can purchase items and Amazon will send them directly to the United Way office. And there's also many locations in Kingston, Frontenac, Lennox, and Addington, businesses who are supporting the drive by acting as a drop-off point. So Shoppers Drug Mart, all of the Starbucks locations, Secura Financial, Chermare, Curves, and then there's a variety of workplace campaigns as well. I know my organization, although it's healthcare, so we can't welcome the public in to drop items off, but there's certainly many workplaces as well who are collecting items from their teams, and then they will be provided to the United Way as part of the month-long campaign.
So last year, how much did you collect? Because this is not the first year for this.
It's not. The first year was actually in 2020, believe it or not, right in the early days of the pandemic. It was our very first drive for KFL&A, and we received donations of over 45,000 products. But last year, which was obviously the second year of our campaign, we collected over 128,000 hygiene products. So a very significant increase, which was obviously, again, welcome to see. The energy in the community and the support for this campaign in the community. We're hoping that this year is even better, and certainly with the community opening up through the course of the pandemic restrictions being modified, we're certainly hopeful that we can exceed last year's donation amount as well.
So then from the other side, if someone's watching and they'll say, wow, I'm finding it very expensive and I'm having to cut back on other things to be able to afford this, how do they go about getting some of these products?
Well, we have a variety of agencies that we serve, and United Way, of course, provides support to so many agencies through KFL&A. The food bank is one. Kingston Interval House, so folks who are actually clients of some of the agencies we support. Martha's Table, a variety of the programs through addiction and mental health services, the youth shelter, as well as the In From the Cold shelter, the shelters that support adults, again, requiring menstrual hygiene, and gentlemen as well. They all have access to products, again, distributed through the United Way support for those agencies. And the goal is to make sure that those people have a bit of a step up from the perspective of dignity, right? This isn't something that women can, or individuals that require the menstrual hygiene support can circumvent. And so it is one more way for the United Way and the agencies that we partner with to support the dignity, the health and wellness of the individuals who require the products. Very, very significant. I think in London, when they first launched the campaign, it was to help address period poverty was the language that was being used. And it really is, they're expensive. And any difference that we can make by making the products available to individuals is very significant. And again, stretching that dollar and giving them that sense of personal dignity through hygiene.
Now, I'm thinking, is it Scotland or Ireland? I think it was Scotland. They are now, they're considered a necessary item, and they are provided free by the government. Is that something?
I'm not sure. I have heard of countries that do that. I certainly know locally our school system makes the products available now to the individuals who require them. Certainly that wasn't something that was available when I was going to elementary and post-secondary, even post-secondary school in the whole span. Because it is a necessary product. It is about dignity, personal well-being, one less thing to worry about. So any step we can make in the right direction to make the products available through a campaign like this, or certainly from governmental decisions, I think is a step in the right direction.
So part of, you are part of Women United, and that's part of the United Way. Can you tell me a little bit more about Women United?
Certainly. So the United Way, I'm new, actually. I think it's only been a year since I've been part of the Women United team, and what an energizing group of women they are. The United Way has a variety of different committees with certain focus in their efforts towards either supporting our campaigns that we have every year for fundraising, or just through supporting separate agencies. There's a retirees group, for example. Women United is focused on supporting women in KFL&A, learning about issues that impact women in KFL&A served by the United Way. I know when I first joined the group, the very first session that we had through a series of annual education or several times a year, there are education sessions that Women United sponsors. We learned about human trafficking and how it impacts KFLNA. And thankfully, I haven't experienced anything firsthand in that regard. That's one example of awareness that's being built through the work of Women United, focusing our fundraising efforts on those issues that impact women in our catchment area of KFLNA. Very, very powerful. Aboriginal issues for Indigenous women was the second session that we had in person, which was lovely just in the fall. Very, very fantastic group of women.
It sounds wonderful, and what a good idea, and what good work you're doing, and we thank the United Way for all of this. So thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Donna.